Welcome to the Human Design Rave Festival 2025.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Human Design Rave Festival 2025. And I'm talking to Ioan and Olimpia again, and it's literally magic what happened. We were just discussing their work that they do in Romania with the system, and it turned out that they are just kind of exploring absolutely new field that I personally never heard anybody doing. And that is a work with teenagers in the group using human design. So I would really love you guys to share about what it is and what you could potentially share with us on the festival so other professionals and participants can listen to your experience and really get inspired and maybe even initiated into this kind of work. So please share.
You have the microphone.
Well, we had this invitation from a teacher of these teenagers to go and have some workshop of human design with them. And at the beginning, it was like, well, can we do that? Can we not do that? So we went there to meet these young, people. And Teenagers, a lot of. And they were like, no, what you're doing is magic. How can you know from my birthday that I'm like this?
Yeah, it's something magic. I don't know what's happened. But after a time, say, okay, but you know a lot of things about me. How can be
How
possible?
can you do this?
Yeah, how can you
Have
do
you
this?
talked to my mother?
Yeah.
Did you meet my parents? I said, no. Then you cannot know.
Yeah.
So,
And first session was difficult for us because we are projectors. And what is interesting, before to say about first session, what is interesting in this group, we have projectors, generators, one manifestor, and one reflector.
Wow.
Yeah.
and we had this interaction with their teacher, and the teacher was saying, well, his mother is always worrying that he's special, that he's like this, and I don't know if.
Yes, and he
he's
told,
okay.
I'm not like the others. I don't know why. I don't feel that I have my place. I don't know. All the time he stay separate with the others. Yeah. And when he discovered that, oh my God, I can be different.
Myself, different.
Yes. Yeah. And what I talk with Ioan about this, we have two things who impact us. Was first session with projector who talk, and say, oh my God, this is us in childhood. Something we need to organize here, to be present, to see the others, because they don't see the others. They are the projector was just, I see my friends and it's enough. Or maybe I see me, but not the others. And after they start to talking and make a connection and some exercise, because everything is practical.
Yeah.
They start to be themselves, no? How to
Yes,
say?
in their energy. When you work with teenagers, you have to catch their attention. I mean, you cannot do with them
Theoretical,
lectures,
yeah.
theory. You have to involve them. It was really nice to see the first session how the generators caught up. Yes, they were sitting on the side, just observing. And then at the end, they come to ask us questions, about themselves. Why am I different? I'm a manifesting generator. How am I different from them? And
talk about the reflector.
Yeah.
Say about the reflector. And I make an exercise with them. And the reflector needs to go in every group to see what's happened, just to take the pulse,
Yeah.
And when he
take the
returned to taste, and when he returned, he explained me the projector say, and this is like this. I feel that is this and this, and the generator. And I was, oh my God! After he didn't know that the projector told me what he told me, was the same words. I say, wow, this boy is really a good reflector, yes. And he become more cu încredere în sine.
Yeah, he built a bit of trust in himself, and then he realized that well, it doesn't have to be between them and so on. And but the biggest transformation, it was actually in projectors, because the second time they were not such, blabbermouths.
Talkative.
They didn't talk that much, and they didn't get all wrapped up in this. We have to do this and that, and Olimpia told them, look, you need to observe and shut up and just raise your hand if you have to say something. It was amazing how this changed them.
Also, I have a practice like a teacher. I was teacher in the school from the little child to
teenagers.
Teenagers, yes. And I have this ability to work with the children, and also because I like to go in to play the role, the theater, and with teenager it's good because was a moment that a projector go to invite for a dinner or a coffee or I don't know.
The manifesto.
A manifesto girl.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh my! I didn't know that in real life
they liked each other."
It's a good to know. Yeah, and it was very interesting that when the projector go to the manifesto was, oh, I feel this. Ooh, I can't go. I don't know why. And after we changed the roles, was more easy for her. And the other say, oh my God, this is real life. Yeah, why I don't go to she talk about a boy, and they realize what's happened in their life. It's about themselves, about the aura, about the connection between these types of human design now, because they understand more and more. And I was very curious in the second time, all they come, all someone
will change their mind.
Change, yes. No, all they come, all.
Yeah. All. And of course, then some of them had some issue with parents because there is this, religion saying and parents that are religious and like the teacher asked us, but is this against religion? Am I going to, have some issues with your parents? But they came, all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I had a very similar situations when I lived in Israel. And some people were bringing their family and friends who were religious, and they were like, oh no, this is some system, and you tell me. And so I know these kind of fears, they are very much there. But guys, what you're doing is absolutely incredible, because I myself teach in the Ministry of Education. But I'm teaching teachers to use human design in the class. So it's a bit different. I'm still not working with kids directly. So what you're doing to me is coming from the very foundation and really changing the world through the next generation. Yeah. And so in your offering, you can give some maybe practical exercises or what people can do, even maybe if they have several children also with kids, or really use in the therapies. And that seems to me that from your offering, people can take some things that you're bringing in the practical level and then use them, isn't it?
Sure. With children, you need to be practical and you need to get them involved, because otherwise they get really...
to play with them.
Yeah. If you don't play, then it's... Yeah. That's... it's fun to see that because, well, teenagers, right? Everybody has issues with teenagers, but because they are misunderstood. That's the only thing. It's important to see, right? And they need only empowerment, and then if you hear stories, because then they share stories about their homes and what happens home, and we are
Exactly. And when you say they are misunderstood, and those who misunderstand are those who already been exposed to the standard matrix and conditioned reality. So, of course, that's a natural outcome. And what we're doing with human design is we're actually looking beyond. That's the job. So let's take it from here and see literally how this knowledge can be applied to do good to the world and to ourselves. That's the job. That's the job.
Yes.
Okay, guys, so thank you so much for being here with me today and see you in the festival. Thank you so much for your authenticity that you are bringing into the world and into our field.
Thank you.
Thank you also.
Okay. Ciao for now. Bye bye.
Bye.
Human Design Rave Festival 2025. Get your ticket now.